Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
Taking a look at the Bulls. Junior's out there with Young. And it's Green. Then there's Al Farouk Aminu. And it's Sadaransky in at the point guard. Junior kicks to Aminu. Passes it to Sadaransky. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Young with no one around. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Hornets leading by 3. Here's McDaniels. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And McDaniels drops them both. Bulls trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now the pass to Young. Feeds to Junior. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Bring him against Sadaransky. Now here's Graham. Defense right on him. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Chicago. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Graham surveying the floor. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And some changes here for the Hornets. Zeller, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. And Gordon Hayward's is subbed in for McDaniels. Then for the Bulls, Dean comes in for Green. And it's Kobe White in for Sadaransky. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. And Ball subbed in for Monk. Here's Zeller. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. And the Hornets lead by 4.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Pass to Junior. Banked in off the glass.
Well, tonight, another chance for Junior. His NBA debut, lukewarm at best, but we knew he'd need a bit of time to adjust to the league.
You know, Greg, Jr. was viewed as a project when he came on board to this team. No surprise he'll have his teaching moments early in his career. Bridges up top. Charlotte moving the ball around. Ball with the bucket.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Outside, Levine. Here's White. To the inside. Here's Junior. The Hornets pull it in. Zeller's got his 5th rebound in this one.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era.
And there's so many.
So it's Charlotte in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Nice game. Great performance by... Washington, he's checked in for Charlotte. Devontae Graham comes in for Terry Rozier. The Bulls also changing it up. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Vucevic. Junior comes in for Markkanen, and it's Green in for Zach LaVine. Here's Junior. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
He stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Washington and Zeller are in the middle. All out there with Devontae Graham. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. So that's the Hornets 5. Rocket 2, and it's White missing. Charlotte leading by 8. Down low, here's Zeller. Back to Graham. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
Ball against Williams. Dishes to Junior. Pass to Young. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Hornets. Biombo, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. McDaniels comes in for Bridges. And Monks subbed in for Ball. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Chicago. Satoransky comes in for Kobe White. Here's Biombo. No good, shot missing. Great D that time from Green. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now, and he makes good on the layup. Green's got his first points of the game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Graham with the ball. And the Hornets miss again. Now, here's Aminu. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. Charlotte making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. Daniel Tice is checked in for Chicago. Zach LaVine comes in for Green. 2 free throws for Aminu.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And so Graham will bring it up for the... So it's Charlotte with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.
Hey, good to see you.
I see you out there doing work.
Bring it in, gentlemen. Let's go over a few things before we get started. We have got to do a better job at getting the ball out in transition. We're leaving easy points on the table. Coaches, set up the drill. Let's get it, fellas.
Come on, focus.
You got it. Come on,
Let's go. Now we're rolling. Just like that.
Great energy in practice. Don't leave the gym without putting some individual work.
Great game.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Vucevic is out there with Markkanen. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Bell.
Big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
So Chicago ends up going with a new group.
Man, they are just living at the line.
Bulls trail by 19. Inside. Here's Junior. Passes it to Tice. Shot to stop the run. Another shot. Tillman grabs the miss.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Nobody near Allen. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points. Aminu, the pass to Junior. Aminu with the bucket.
It's crucial that Aminu remains aggressive. This is how he gets these type of opportunities.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And really an odd series between them a year ago as they couldn't get a win in either meeting.
Goes back up. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Grizzlies enjoying a nice lead here.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
They've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Allen in at the point guard. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And that one's good by Clark.
Now, this is the attitude Anderson brings, a selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
Satoransky against Allen. Satoransky gets the bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Allen finds Anderson. Here's Tillman. 9 points last game. Bain. Good. Nice job down low.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Outside, Green. Back to Satoransky. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. And he gets it to go.
Well, you can't lose track of Satoransky defensively. He's a strong shooter from various spots on the floor.
And see, well, Satoransky doesn't have many years of NBA experience, but he plays like a vet due to his time over in Europe.
I agree with you, G.A. Satoransky's he's a great decision maker. He's been a winner and a natural leader in the locker room. Every player he's played with has had great things to say about him.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Chicago calls timeout. So Chicago ends up... conclude the first half. So far, fairly one-sided. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this. Changes for Chicago. Junior comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Green in for Williams. The Bulls shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Free throw good, Levine. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Taking a look at the Bulls, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Junior's out there with Green, and it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Grizzlies making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
Six to shoot.
Oh, good job at sticking with his man. When Levine is engaged on defense, it makes a huge difference.
Here's Junior. That one good for 2. Junior's got his first bucket in this one. And Junior, coming into the NBA from college ball, wasn't the top recruit from his class, Greg, but he showed what he can do.
Junior had some fantastic performances during his college career. Nobody was quite sure where he would land in the draft. This team's convinced that he can be a factor in the NBA.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Such...
Free throw good, Satoransky.
Continuing to watch Satoransky improve over time. I mean, he's a good teammate who accepts whatever role is asked of him.
Morant scanning the floor. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helped, and the execution was flawless.